Roadcase Conversation tonight is a special one for me. Our guest is new to Las Vegas, but he is not new to the world. And I mean that in the most sincere, easy way. He is a global phenomenon, a part of a band called The Rose. He's a Korean-American singer-songwriter. He's a guitarist and lead singer for this incredible band. And I had the privilege to watch a documentary which was just released. Evan Louie put a premiere on here for us in Las Vegas, and I was graciously invited to be a part of that premiere. And I was absolutely blown away by, first of all, this band and his story. And he now lives here with us in Las Vegas. So essentially, he's one of us. And I said, would you do me a favor? Would you come to Polaris in Harmon on Monday and sit with me on a road case and let me interview you? And he said, absolutely. I wouldn't miss it. And I'm honored that he's here tonight. Please welcome the one and only WOOSUNG, everybody.
Hello.
Sit down on my case.
This is awesome.
While we chat, Marvin from Petrolhead's gonna make a cocktail.
Oh wow. Are we drinking?
Well, maybe.
Okay.
You don't have to, but every
No,
Monday's Dark, we do a featured cocktail, and he's gonna make a featured cocktail.
Hi guys.
First of all, thank you so much for being here. This is it's pretty special for us at Monday's Dark and to everybody watching, because I will say our social media went a little nutty when we announced that you were going to be a guest, and our live stream tonight is pretty kooky because your fans from all over the world are tuning in to this goofy Monday's Dark program. So thank you.
Hi guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming.
So you're American born, but
yes.
you went over to Korea to participate in a show called
K-pop star.
K-pop Star. Tell me about this.
It's like a Korean American Idol type of show, and it was the biggest show back then. It was like, what, 13, 14 years ago now. I was 19 years old. I'm 33 at the moment. Yeah, and
Told his age.
I don't look it because I'm Asian. Asian don't raise me. So I went on that show, and that's how I kind of started my music career, right? I went on the show, I was progressing on the show, and I kind of felt greedy, and I was like, I like being on the stage. And that's where I really fell in love with music. And while I was in Korea, I did the show, I got dropped. I came back to America to graduate high school, and then I had a few offers from Korean companies to come do this K-pop trainee program. So I went. After I graduated high school, I went straight to Korea. I did the training program for like 3 years. So, you know, K-pop is such a huge thing right now. You know, so back then it wasn't as big overseas, right? It was more like just for the fans that knew K-pop. But nowadays, everybody knows K-pop, right? So if you know K-pop, there's a training system. You go under this training system, you go into the house, you dance, you sing. I did that for 3 years and figured out that it wasn't for me. So in Korea, I found my band, and we started performing at clubs like this with 20 people in
Here you are.
Yeah, that's my band.
They're hard to look at.
Yeah. Jeez. Oh, thank you.
Is this
what is it?
Yeah, Marvin, tell us real quick. Come on.
Of course. Yeah, this is a Paloma Palace. This is in the back, but it's featuring the Flecha Azul Reposado Tequila, wine, and then sparkling grapefruit. So,
Where are you at?
We're located in Chinatown, so relatively new, 6 months open, but Petrol had like a gear-inspired, car-inspired cocktail lounge and bar.
It's called Petrolhead.
Petrolhead, yes sir.
Marvin, thanks so much for being here, brother.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Thank you for the drinks. This cocktail is available at the bar. So, for those who don't know, talk about this K-pop academy, if you will, because it's intense. It's not like sending your kid to gymnastics.
Maybe it's similar, I don't know, because you have a schedule.
Yeah, but this is legit.
Yeah, and I mean, for me, it's different for everybody. It's a little bit different. They took my phone away. I was living at this house. The house was it was a 6th floor building, and the 5th floor was a training center. I lived in the 6th floor, so I would not leave this building for months and weeks. It's like jail in a sense. Not for everybody. I'm telling you my experience. Don't think all K-pop is jail. So just for me, and also, you know, they control your schedule, and it was kind of like, you know, being in the army for.
It's literally I was gonna say it's K-pop Army, but I wanted you to say it.
Yeah.
Because it feels like it's very regimented. They take your phone.
They take my phone, and you can't go out if you want to go out. It's like you have to get approval to go out. You know what I mean?
But everything's provided. Food,
yeah,
gym.
food's there. Food's great. What else?
Gym.
Yeah, gym. You gotta walk like 5 minutes to go to the gym. Yeah.
It's a six. How many performers or K-pop
Like trainees
are in the building?
There were like 20, 30 for me, for my
Wow.
company that I was under. Yeah. So,
Okay, so when
we're
you-
not all living together. I was from America, so they housed me, right? So, yeah.
Did you speak the language before you went over?
I did, but I wasn't that good. So people could tell I was from America, and you know how that is when, you know, you go to Korea and they're like, it's fucking American. Because, you know, I had such a different mannerism than, you know, because Korea, we have different mannerisms to, like, you respect the elder. Of course you should respect the elders, but like the age is like really important there. But for me, like, age was never important, right?
So when you had the epiphany or that moment where you were like, hey, look, this K-pop thing is not for me. I want to rock and roll.
Yeah.
How did you find your boys? How did that come about? How did the Rose start?
So there's a little place called Hongdae. It's a little city, and that's where a lot of people busk, do street performances, and a lot of these indie musicians come out of there. And you know, they were performing. They were buskers, all individually. And we just used to club together. We didn't even do music together. That wasn't how we met. We used to go to the clubs. We used to. Oh yeah.
That didn't look like busking to me.
That's me with like some makeup on, I guess. Yeah.
So you started on the street?
Yeah, we started on the street. We started busking, and we would come to clubs like this and ask the owner, like, "Can we please play?" And they're like, "Who the fuck are you guys? Yeah. How many people are you gonna bring?" We're like, "I don't know, like 10." Yeah.
They might come.
Yeah, maybe.
So the rise happened pretty quickly. The Rose became
Not too quickly.
but
yeah.
quick enough in
Quick
the
enough, yeah.
in the music industry where you guys became the Rose. The documentary tells the story. If you haven't seen it, make sure you check it out. And then everybody had to go serve in the military, which is
Right.
required.
Yes.
And the band had to go on hiatus.
For 2 years, yeah.
Yeah. So I have a young cousin, Nani, and I know she's watching right now, and she was like,
Hi, Nani.
you have to ask him
Yeah.
about the hiatus and how hard it was. How hard was that time when you came home, they went
Yeah.
to serve, and you didn't have to serve because you were American?
I'm American, yeah. So, yeah, they have to go for 1.5 to 2 years, and that's mandatory in Korea if you're Korean. And during that time, a lot of things happened. For us, we were going through a lawsuit with our old company. So that took like 1.5 to 2 years. And as soon as the lawsuit happened, a month later, COVID happened. So then, you know, so everything was shut down. We couldn't perform anymore, and so the guys went to the army. I came back to the U.S. to LA, where my home used to be, and it was hard, but I was like, well, we can't just let this like bring us all down. So I just started doing my solo career. That what you saw there was my solo, not my band. My band doesn't do any like sexy, like show the abs kind of stuff like that. Our band is more like healing through music. So
Yeah, tell that to your 16 to 22-year-old female fans.
yeah. So I mean, I was doing solo acts and making people aware that we're not going away. Even the lawsuit isn't gonna stop us. So yeah.
So the timing actually was pretty remarkable. COVID happens, COVID ends, the lawsuit ends, you retain the rights to your music, which you rightfully created, and it's talked about in the documentary. If you haven't seen it, go see it. So all of that comes full circle.
Yeah.
You guys are a global phenomenon, and I know you guys may not know the band The Rose yet, but they just sold out Coachella. They just sold out the Forum in Los Angeles. So we are literally weeks, maybe months away before the Rose becomes household in the United States. So all of you in this room tonight can say,
Yeah, what do you guys
oh
do?
my God, that guy was at the Space on Polaris and Harmon. I thought we were gonna get mugged and our car got stolen. But I remember Mark talking to this guy. Holy shit, that's the guy.
That's me.
What's it been like dealing with the stardom, the fame, and being able to push that aside and just be you, be a dude who sits on the road kids?
Yeah, no, we're not that famous, so that the fame has never, you know. For me, it's like an on and off switch. We're either on stage and we're performing, and like I always say, when we're performing, it's not me that's special, like watch me because I'm so special. It's more the music that is special, and music is what gets you through depression, and music brings back memories. So that's our theme. So we perform, that's WOOSUNG, and me here just talking to you right now, me in Vegas hanging out with my friends and going to the movie theaters, whatnot, that's just Sammy. So it's so different, right? I don't try to like intertwine the two. I never get that in my head, like, oh, I'm fucking WOOSUNG, I just sold out the Forum. No, that's just another thing. Yeah, it's my job.
Listen, brother, I just went through probably one of the toughest weeks of my life.
Jesus.
With in relation to that.
Yeah.
I made a mistake at work.
Okay.
You guys know what I do for a living. I introduce people for a living, and at an event, I made a mistake, and I got absolutely crucified on social media by fans, where it just went on and on and on, and I felt horrible. Like it literally took everything in my being to get out of bed. How do you deal with being able to separate what you just said and just say, hey, I'm just Sammy hanging out? But it's gotta be hard because everybody wants to look at you. Everybody wants so much, and they want to stop you. Maybe not so much in Vegas yet.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to that next because I'm so.
I love it. Look at me. No, it's, you know, like I think, like you said, the mistake that used to get me. If I make a mistake on stage, I was so, you know, because this is my work. I never want to make a mistake. It used to eat me up, right? But I just decided, like, it happened, you know, that's separated, like, let WOOSUNG deal with that, you know, when he'll practice more in his own time. And when I come off stage, I just, you know, go to my hotel room and just do what I like doing, just watch YouTube videos and Netflix and, you know.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Brother, I love it. Last question, we'll let you get out of here, or you can hang out and be with us for the rest of the night.
Cool.
You just moved,
Yes.
to my opinion, to the greatest city in the United States.
I agree with you.
Why Vegas?
There's so many thoughts that came to my mind because I was trying to move. I was looking at all over the world because I could go anywhere, right? I could just travel for work. So I was looking at like Bangkok, like Indonesia, like everywhere. But I decided Vegas because the biggest reason was it's suburby enough. I go 15 minutes out. I got the best party scene, and you know, this people, the community here is very nice. And I wanted to be part of the community. That's why I want to come and do these things for the Vegas community, the non-profit, all that. I'm all for. So my friend Evan introduced me to so many great people here in Vegas, and I got to see the community that's so warm and welcoming. Yeah.
And you're gonna get the bug, right? Because you know, I came out here thinking I was gonna do 6 months in a show, and same thing, community. You feel kind of comfortable where you can be Sammy and just go eat. I want to go to CPK, or I want to walk downtown Summerlin and nobody's going to bother me, even though Evan hates Summerlin. We'll talk about that later. If he forces you to move to Henderson, call me.
He's been forcing me.
Yeah, you're uncle.
Come to Hendo. Way better.
Everything we do, my wife and I started this little organization 13 years ago. And the mindset is simple. We want to leave it better than the way we found it. We are grateful for what we're able to call work for a living. You know, we work. I don't dig ditches. I don't cure cancer. I perform. I entertain, just like you. What gets you motivated when it comes to giving back? Because you have such a massive platform, and you and your band, you do so much great stuff. What gets you excited about philanthropy and giving back?
For us, honestly, it's always tied in with music. If our music could give back and make you feel any type of emotion, and that could get you through any part of your little problems or big problems, little traumas, big traumas, whatever it is, that's the reason why we make music. And it's not, you know, even though it's my job, I think our job is being the player and the messenger of kind of being able to provide those tools for our listeners, right? And so it feels the best when one of our Black Roses is our fandom name, so that's what he was mentioning earlier. Our Black Roses, they come up to me and say, hey, you know what, my certain who passed away, or I was feeling so down, but then I listened to your music and it got me through a hard time, or it got me through a happy time with my mom. I have these memories. I came to a show with my friend and I built these memories, blah, blah, blah. Those are what's important for me, and that's the reason why I do music. So I like giving back that way through the talent I have, yeah.
Well, listen, I cannot thank you enough for taking time out of your crazy schedule to be with us here on Polaris and Harmon, sitting with me in the space, Monday Start. I'm a fan, but more so a friend, and I'm just grateful for your time, because that's all we're given. And you spent 10 minutes with us tonight, and I cannot thank you enough. I'm calling you Sammy. Whatever, Sammy, everybody, WOOSUNG. Cheers. Cheers. Marvin, your cocktail's awesome. Thank you so much. One of their hit songs.